Alright, so I've been digging these, like, top 5 list videos I've been doing the last couple weeks, and so have you guys, apparently, so I decided I wanted to look at some ROM hacks this week. I looked back on some of my all-time favorite Sonic Rom hacks, and today I'm going to bring those 5 things to you so you have more things to play before Sonic Frontiers comes out, I guess. I did that gimmick last week, but it's still coming out later, guys. We're still waiting. Before we get to these 5 mystery ROM hacks, or perhaps you've already spoiled the surprise by checking the pinned comment below, we are going to have a quick word from our sponsor, and let me tell you guys, you are not gonna wanna miss this one. This video is brought to you by HelloFresh, the meal delivery service that will send you everything you need to make your meals, and it's easy enough that even I could do it on my own. Excluding the camera work, of course. Before I go ahead and show you all of the luxuries that HelloFresh provides, I think I need my sous chef. Did you wash your hands? That's unsanitary. I know I'm a pretty jokey guy usually, but in all seriousness, HelloFresh is a huge breath of fresh air. HelloFresh could not make it any easier for you. You go to their website and use my creator code, which you can see down below, to get 65% off your first box. You pick out your favorite meals, add in any allergy information so you know what you're getting, and then they will send you those things, complete with these nice instruction cards that will cut down on meal prep by a ludicrous amount. Like, I am not very good at following instructions, but I followed these to a T, and I made a gorgeous meal with nothing but my own 2 hands, and all of the ingredients they sent me, of course, which are all measured out perfectly, so you don't even need to do that yourself. I'm telling you guys, I am not good at cooking. When I cook with my friends, I'm kind of the one who's doing the easy stuff, like cutting vegetables. But with this, I was able to do the entire meal all on my own. Another thing about this service I really appreciate is that it really cuts down on food waste. Like, you know, since everything's measured out perfectly for you already, you're really not throwing anything out if you manage to buy more than you needed. So, this is going to be like a revolutionary thing for you, I swear. And don't you worry about how long it takes for these things to get to you, because once you order, you will have everything that you want in less than a week, so you won't have to be salivating over those meals for long. Thanks again so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Make sure to use my creator code and order yourself some HelloFresh today. Our first hack of the day is, of course, Metal Sonic Hyperdrive. Whenever Metal Sonic is playable in a spin-off or a hack like this, it's basically party time, because that dude is one of the coolest guys in this entire franchise. And since Sega doesn't ever do it, we got this game here to play as Metal Sonic through an entire classic Sonic game where he is the star. This one actually has a story to go with it. Apparently Tails was kidnapped by Robotnik at one point, and then on the way out, because he just kind of leaves, he takes a bunch of blueprints and parts for Metal Sonic, and then builds his own Metal Sonic, which he calls Metal. I wonder where he got that name from. Looks a bit like a Harrison to me. Now it's Metal Harrison's job to run around and collect the Chaos Emeralds and stop Robotnik and do all those things. I don't know where Sonic is. I just like playing as this guy now. He doesn't have the usual super peel out and spin dash combo. Instead, he's got like a super peel out like move, and then if you press down an A, he does like that, yeah, I'm gonna get you, like, you know, that like, ha, where he's chasing after you. Like, it's a pretty good move to gain speed. I'm also loving how this one has, like, a bunch of Sonic CD, Knuckles Chaotix influence with the stage looks. It kind of reminds me a little bit of, like, a fusion of the two, almost. Except the stage design actually is good instead of just, you know, Knuckles Chaotix. Just Knuckles Chaotix looks and sounds good, that's just about it, I'm sorry. This next one is actually a really fun thing for me to talk about because my friend Red Hot Sonic made Sonic 2 Recreation a while back when he was modding the Sonic classic games. And I have to say, after somehow going all this time, having not played it yet, I'm so sorry if you watch this, I have no idea how I didn't play it yet. It is so much fun. I love the level design here, I love that there's a ton of playable characters, and I really just wanted to play as my buddy Red Hot Sonic, and he's basically just the regular Sonic, which is cool, but the real Sonic, now that guy, he's got like an air dash. That shit is fun to play with. I love that the first level has Emerald Coast music, and then the second act of it has the second part of Emerald Coast music. That's genius. I love how this game looks, and all of, like, the custom things going on. Like, there are so many unique things that I haven't seen in a hack before. Like, I don't know how you thought of some of this. And then, of course, there's a lot of influence from Sonic Advance 3, which we did a video about forever ago, and some people in the comments still ask for. By the way, I really appreciate that you are dedicated to posting that comment every single video, Jesterman. And now to you, Red, if you're watching this. It says part 1 on the title screen, so I'll be waiting for part 2. I am just kidding, but this was a lot of fun to play, and I think you guys will enjoy it a huge amount, so do give this a shot. This isn't exactly a top 5 list also, it's just a list of 5 things, so the order doesn't really matter, but oh my god, Yoshi in Sonic 2 is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure I made a gameplay video of this one before, so like, it's on the channel if you really want to go watch something from like 4 years ago, but Yoshi in Sonic 2 isn't just one of those ROM hacks that sort of like takes a character and then makes them into a Sonic-esque playstyle with their own moves, like, you know, we see with a lot of different characters. This is Yoshi from Yoshi's Island just like dragged and dropped into Sonic 2. And you even get these baby Sonic and baby Tails friends that you can just, like, try not to let get kidnapped, and it's like, how on earth... like, I already think modding is witchcraft most of the time, obviously in a good way. But, like, when I saw this for the first time, I was like, hold on. Like, this Matrix glitch I'm witnessing right now is... how? Like, it's like, how do you even start with something like this? He has the tongue move from Yoshi's Island, which you can grab badniks or flickies and just devour them whole, which is terrifying. You've got the egg throwing, you've got the ground pound, and somehow he feels just like Yoshi from the Super Nintendo game, except he works with these levels. Like, he runs faster and gains momentum like a Sonic character, and it's so weird. The creator of this even has secret red rings amongst the regular rings, just like you're playing a Yoshi's Island level. I think there are collectible flowers, too. And the special stages, you think, okay, it's just Yoshi and a half-pipe. No, it's actually the special stages from one of the Sonic Advance games. I don't remember which one, because all the special stages in those games are awful. But the funny thing about that statement is that Yoshi actually fixes these special stages in my eyes, because instead of running back and forth and not being able to make it to the rings in time, you just stick out Yoshi's tongue, and it's like an extra limb to grab things, as disgusting as that is. I don't know where those rings have been, so Yoshi might contract something. Let's just hope that he doesn't. One last really cool shout out for this one too, if you go into a boss fight, sometimes they actually give you methods to make eggs and keep attacking the boss, because using the ground pound is actually really dangerous in most cases. For instance, in the chemical plant boss, Eggman drops that blue goop to try and get you, but he actually drops one of those little floor badniks as well, little Roomba guys, and then Yoshi can turn that guy into an egg and throw it right back at the Eggman. It's like it was meant to be. Sonic Classic Heroes is a bona fide classic, and it is a ROM hack of a classic Sonic game as well, so that's so many layers of not funny. This one adds Tails and Knuckles to Sonic's side, and you can switch between them with a button press, utilizing all of their abilities all at the same time as if you were playing Sonic Heroes, except you're playing Sonic the Hedgehog 1, and then Sonic the Hedgehog 2 right back to back. So again, I don't know how the heck that works, but I'm really glad it does, because it just makes this into a giant grand adventure with 2 sets of emeralds to find, one with the special stages in Sonic 1, and then the Soul Emeralds with the special stages from Sonic 2. And it's really weird that I guess this game has been updated since the last time I played it somehow, because now Sonic has the drop dash, and I don't remember him having that the last time I played this one. Oh, and you could always go into the options before you start your game to change things like, oh, I only want to play Sonic 1, or I just want to play Sonic 2, or I want to play as Team Chaotix from Knuckles Chaotix, and they have all of their same abilities, so they destroy Sonic 1 and 2, like, really, really easily. You can even choose to play as different combinations of these characters. You can play as just 2 of them, and it's any combination of the 2, or you can play as just the one of them. If you want to play as Charmy Bee in Sonic 1 and 2 and just not really play a game, this one's for you. And last but certainly not least, we have a game that is a little bit iffy in my mind in terms of, like, you know, design and levels, but overall, I can forgive it because Sonia and Silver S-Factor is so cool. Now, I might lose to the first boss routinely when I play this game, but it's the only Sonic Rom hack I've played where Silver has functioning psychokinesis powers. So my boy can grab projectiles and throw them back at enemies, and it feels very situational, and you drop them when you do the hover move just like you do in Sonic 06, and he doesn't have a spin dash. If you want to go fast, you play as Sonia, because she has this, like, not spin dash thing where she just revs up like a Beyblade and goes, and she just keeps going. The game sort of feels like it was designed more around Sonia, because as Silver, when you're taking things super slow, you really get barraged by badniks all over the place. That's kind of one thing I don't love about this, like the enemy placement. Very, very cruel. The boss design, terrifying actually, thank you very much. I get hit by this ball in the first boss every single time. I just somehow stand exactly where it's going to show up. But the music and the visuals and the Silver, oh my goodness, guys, like, I can't give this one up. I'm gonna keep playing it even if it frustrates me, which it does a little bit, but some of the best things in life do, you know? That was pretty philosophical, and I think I'm gonna leave it at that. So if you like this video and you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell, follow my Twitter, and join the Discord to keep up with more Sonic and other things that aren't Sonic, because I do a lot of things. Also, make sure to check out my streaming channel and my second channel for more content. And hey, I'd also like to give a huge thank you to my current supporters, who are Brady Hilkemeyer, Mimic, Noah WizBios, Minty, Scratch Attack 64, Danny Lee Dauber, Dax, Ty Little Tech Guy, Jeremy, Crystal, Chaos, Dork in a Hat, Mega Traffic Cone. And on Patreon, we have Bingus the Funny Twitter Boy, Noah WizBios again, and John the Real Wawaluigi. Thank you also to everyone who's supporting in the $1 tier. I appreciate everything that you guys do, and it is super not necessary, but it does help the channel out a lot, and you do get stuff such as shoutouts, bonus videos that you can see in the members only playlist, and roles in the Discord. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.